Good evening, welcome back to the Tony and Tim show. We are joined by our favorite co-host, Nero. I'm Tony.
And I'm Tim.
Welcome back to this special segment of the weekend with a lot of action that will be happening over the weekend, gentlemen. We'll go through it with the biggest of the games that will be happening on Sunday evening in the Premier League. Liverpool will be coming to Old Trafford to play what we are calling the new Manchester United team.
Yeah, Tony, they are coming to play a new Man United. And if you recall very well, Mourinho got sacked just after Liverpool had beaten Man United 3-1 there. So if Solskjaer is to look at why he came in, this could be one of the fixtures. He must get a result. Then only the hierarchy can say, well done, even if he has delivered much.
I think he has done what he was brought in to do, especially on an interim basis. 10 games played in the EPL. We haven't seen a loss for this guy. So it's been a big performance, a big upturn in results. Like we said, 3-1 that they lost against Liverpool before Mourinho was sacked. How has Solskjaer fared for you, Nero?
It has been transformational. He has made the team look a totally new team. Players are playing with more confidence. There's more spirit in the squad. And they generally look happy to be playing for Man United again.
This is a Manchester United team, let's not forget, that didn't make any signings in January. So more than what Mourinho could have left, Solskjaer has had to use the players that he found. He hasn't asked for the board for money from the board. He might make some signings in the summer, but he hasn't made any choices yet. We've seen a few rumored players to be coming in. But it looks like a complete side. Who have been the best performers in this Manchester side that Liverpool has to be worried about?
No, Tony, it has to be Paul Pogba to me. That's the first name that the Liverpool dressing room will be worried about come this game, because he's been a terrific guy. I think the statistics show after Solskjaer came in, he's had more assists. He's even been in the goals there. So he is that player I think everyone knows. Of course, combining with Rashford, we've seen their play together is terrific. And I think these two have been brilliant. When you look at the defense, people have upped their games. We've seen Ashley Young is brilliant in number 2 there. Luke Shaw was a dead man under Mourinho. He's resurrected. Lindelof, Tony, has been amazing. I don't know, Council, if you see any other players in Man United, but this could be the guys.
No,
any unsung heroes?
You've actually touched on all the players who have really come up for the team when it's really necessary. And when you look at the statistics of each of those players, they're generally playing with an improved mentality. And Rashford is seeking more goals from any position he can. You have,
of course, after getting the reassurance that it's the new number 9.
Exactly. And you have Pogba, who's not afraid anymore to go forward and try and get the goals. He's either scoring or assisting, having probably his best season, And then the other players are all performing the way he wants them to perform. But there's one key player, and that is Herrera. He has really come to the forefront in a way that no one has noticed, but his impact in the game is always felt in the way he goes forward, he comes back, he covers for Ashley Young when he's out of position. He has really become a team player again.
I think the board has noticed that, and that's why they're trying to give him an improved deal there of 100,000 pounds per week. That Spanish player there, very interesting. Manchester United have had a very, very big upturn in results after Solskjaer came in. Of course, they now find themselves in 4th place, which is not a place we might have expected them to be in at this particular time. It's been a brilliant performance from them. They have 51 points, but they host a Liverpool side that is in 2nd place. Just goal difference behind Manchester City, and also a game less played. They certainly have the incentive to get something at Old Trafford.
Liverpool has the incentive. We know that they are second or just on goal difference. A win for them or any result, say a draw, they take back the top position in this game. But when you look at the Liverpool side, they're coming to this game knowing that this was that fixture that they needed to have played so that they equal Man City's number of games. But coming to Old Trafford doesn't make it any easier. So it's an intense game for them. And I'm scared that the Liverpool team might be worried that the fixture we thought we would get the points is this fixture.
In the midweek, they had a Bayern they hosted Bayern in the Champions League. That game ending 0-0. They suddenly looked a bit blunted by Bayern's defense. What can they do in this particular game against Manchester United? Salah seems to have fallen off the pace a little bit. they suddenly need to find themselves again.
Yeah, they do, and the fact that you have Mohamed Salah, who has never scored against Man U in his time, and you come to a place like Old Trafford against a team that is a resurgent team, and in today's reports you're hearing that Fergie may give the pep talk prior to the game. So surely there will be a crazy atmosphere at Old Trafford.
Yeah.
But for Liverpool, if they're really to get a result against Man U, is to make sure they look out for those runs that Rashford likes to make. And their defense needs to be very alert on passes from Pogba over, the centre backs. Because if those runs are persistent, then that could be the problem for them.
And of course, Liverpool will have the added advantage of having VVD back. He was suspended for the Champions League game, so he'll be back in this particular fixture. But they still have some injury problems in defense as well. Joe Gomez is still an absentee, and we've seen Dejan Lovren might be missing out in this particular one. So they might have to use Fabinho again if Matip fails to pass a late fitness test. It will be suddenly very interesting to see how the Premier League's most informed team are playing against a team that we all thought was running away with the Premier League at some point. Suddenly Klopp has to find that early season form that they had. They've not showed it in the past couple of games. But Manchester United against Liverpool will certainly be a big game, back to probably when we thought it was a very, very big clash. The last game, the 3-1, came at a time when Manchester United wasn't trusted at all. So this must be a very big mouth-watering clash. That game will be coming to you at 5 o'clock on Saturday afternoon, and we'll be back after the break with more games. Don't go away.
I see class, I see doesn't need to impress. Princess of over there, maybe say Vinje Kampala, but I'm saying too much. Maybe you're a villager, maybe you're on that shit of spitting everywhere.